Okay, this is 13.2 simplifying radicals. Just like with simplifying fractions, we have a certain procedure for simplifying radicals. I'm going to show you kind of a different way than the Hawks learning system shows. So when we want to simplify the square root of 150, we don't want to necessarily punch that into a calculator unless they would ask us to compute it and round it to decimal. But if we're going to simplify, what we want to do is break this apart into two pieces. We want this front part to be a perfect square that we'll divide into 150. And so we look over our list of perfect squares here, and we find that 25 will divide into 150. So I'm going to put 25 and 6 here. Now notice 25 times 6 is 150. Okay? And then we know the square root of 25 is 5, so this simplifies to 5 square roots of 6. Now if you punch this into your calculator and then punch this into your calculator, you'll see that they're equal to each other. And this is the simplified version. So with cube root, we have to find a perfect cube that divides into 40. And we want the biggest perfect cube that divides into 40. So I'm going to break this into the cube root of 8 and the cube root of 5. If we look, 8 times 5 is 40. And then we know the cube root of 8 is 2. So we have 2 cube root of 5. And again, if you would check the decimal for this and the decimal for that, you'd find out that they're equivalent to each other. Okay? So now taking a look at this one, the first thing we want to handle is the number part, and we'll find that 9 is off our perfect square list, and we can break 27 into 9 and 3. We know the square root of 9 is 3, and remaining in the radical is 3. And then the way this is going to be the first time we've handled these variables and exponents here, and since this is square root, the root here is 2. We don't always write that. We can take this root and we divide it into our power here. So if we take 2 into 4, we get 2 with a remainder of 0. This tells me that 2 x's come outside and 0 x's stay inside. So I have 2 x's coming outside and no x's inside. I'll repeat that process. 2 goes into 6 3 times with a remainder of 0. So 3 y's come outside and no y's stay inside. Okay? And that's how we simplify some radicals.